Gyles Brandreth sheds new light on the Queen's stoic final days. She secretly fought painful cancer. Saturday and Sunday, September 3rd and 4th. It is the weekend before the Queen's death. The Right Reverend Dr. Ian Greenshields, who is staying with her at Balmoral, finds her in fantastic form. He has dinner with her on Saturday evening, gives the sermon at Braemar and Crathy Parish Church on Sunday morning, then has lunch with her on Sunday afternoon. They talk about the Queen's childhood, her horses, church affairs, she is well up to speed, and her sadness at what is happening in Ukraine. This is quite typical. The Queen is good at living in the present but often draws on her memories of the past, grateful for the lessons they have taught her. She was so alive and so engaging, recalled Dr. Greenshields later. Tuesday, September 6th. Clive Cox, one of Her Majesty's favourite racehorse trainers, gets a call from the Queen at 10 a.m. She wants to chat to him about the prospects for her 2-year-old, love affairs, who is running in the 2 o'clock at Goodwood. We talked about the filly, he said, how the race might pan out, how another horse of hers was doing in my stable, and about a couple of other things. She was sharp as a tack. It is a busy day. Not only does the Queen present her outgoing communications secretary with an honour, but she also spends time with her 14th and 15th Prime Ministers. Boris Johnson said, she could not have been kinder, more sympathetic or personally encouraging. Moreover, she was full of characteristic humour and wisdom. Wednesday, September 7th. Every newspaper is carrying pictures of the Queen at Balmoral yesterday. She appears old, yes. She is 96, and frail. There is a dark bruise mark on the back of her right hand, but she looks alert and very much alive. She is smiling, looking over the tops of her spectacles at the camera. There is a definite, mischievous twinkle in her eye. For other royals, today is business as usual. Prince Charles spends the day doing good works in Lanarkshire. Tonight, he is hosting a dinner at Dumfries House in Ayrshire. Thursday, September 8th. Rumour had swirled all morning. At 12:32 p.m., Buckingham Palace issued a statement saying the Queen's doctors were concerned for her health and, though she was comfortable, recommended she remain under medical supervision while family members were informed. The Queen's helicopter left Windsor Castle at 6:48 a.m. to collect Prince Charles from Dumfries House where he had spent the night. He reached Balmoral at 10:27 a.m. Camilla had spent the night at Birkhall on the Balmoral estate and was driven by car to join him. The truth is that Her Majesty always knew that her remaining time was limited. She accepted this with all the grace you'd expect. Her faith was everything to her. She told me she had no regrets, said Dr. Greenshields, referring to the last weekend he spent with her at Balmoral. The Queen secretly fought painful cancer in the final year of her life. Her late Majesty is said to have had a form of bone marrow cancer, the most common symptom of which is bone pain. Her death certificate, released in September, officially recorded her cause of death as old age. Mr. Brandreth wrote, I had heard that the Queen had a form of myeloma, bone marrow cancer, which would explain her tiredness and weight loss and those mobility issues we were often told about during the last year or so of her life. The most common symptom of myeloma is bone pain, especially in the pelvis and lower back, and multiple myeloma is a disease that often affects the elderly. Currently, there is no known cure, but treatment, including medicines to help regulate the immune system and drugs that help prevent the weakening of the bones, can reduce the severity of its symptoms and extend the patient's survival by months or 2 to 3 years. She wants to chat to him about the prospects for her 2-year-old, love affairs, who is running in the 2 o'clock at Goodwood. We talked about the filly, he said, how the race might pan out, how another horse of hers was doing in my stable, and about a couple of other things. She was sharp as a tack. It is a busy day. Not only does the Queen present her outgoing communications secretary with an honour, but she also spends time with her 14th and 15th Prime Ministers. Boris Johnson